Have you ever looked closely at your hands? Have you ever noticed that the lines of your palm draw unique and particular shapes? And have you ever thought that these signs could tell the story of your soul, reveal your destiny, show you the path to your true nature? For centuries in different cultures, palmistry has been practiced, the art of reading destiny in the lines of the hand. But today, we want to talk to you about something that goes beyond palmistry and that has profoundly spiritual implications. We will talk to you about a particular sign, a symbol full of mystery and charm, the crescent moon. If you put your palms together and look closely at the heart line, you may notice a small crescent-shaped curve. It is not a common sign, but those who possess it are destined for an extraordinary life. In this story, we will guide you to discover the deep meaning of the crescent moon. We will reveal the 5 great changes you will experience in life if you have this sign on your hand. And if you stick around until the end, we'll reveal a secret that will leave you breathless, a secret that will forever change the way you look at this ancient symbol. But before continuing, subscribe to the channel and activate notifications. Also, look at the links in the video description. The full moon shone high in the sky, illuminating the temple garden with a silvery light. Paper lanterns, hanging from the branches of the cherry blossom trees, swayed gently in the night breeze, creating a magical and evocative atmosphere. The pilgrims, wrapped in their colorful kimonos, sat in religious silence around Master Genshin, whose face, illuminated by the moonlight, emanated an aura of peace and wisdom. Dear disciples, the Master began with a warm and enveloping voice. You have come here in search of answers, of guidance for your spiritual journey. Look at your hands. With a slow, solemn gesture, Genshin pressed his palms together, revealing the thin, crescent-shaped line that formed where the heart lines met. This sign, he continued, is a seal, a promise of an extraordinary destiny. If you have the crescent moon on your hand, 5 great changes will manifest in your life. The first change is the awakening of intuition, that is, perceiving the invisible. The world, my dears, is not only what appears to our senses. There is a deeper reality invisible to the eyes, but no less real. It is the world of subtle energies, emotions, spiritual connections. The crescent moon is like an antenna that allows you to tune into this dimension, to perceive the invisible. Genshin told the story of a young woman named Akiko who possessed the crescent moon sign. Akiko had always had a special sensitivity, an ability to sense people's moods, to feel the energies of the environment. One day, while walking in a forest, he felt a strong sensation of sickness coming from a tree. As he approached, he discovered that the tree was diseased, infested with parasites. Thanks to her intuition, Akiko managed to save the tree, applying a natural remedy that had been suggested to her by an inner voice. He who carries the crescent moon on his hand, the Master continued, can develop a strong intuition, an ability to understand situations on a deeper level, to pick up on signals that others do not see. You can feel the presence of spirit guides, receive messages from the universe, have premonitions. It is important to learn to listen to this inner voice, to trust your instincts. Empathy and compassion have to do with the second change you will experience, building bridges between hearts. The crescent moon is also a symbol of connection, of union between heaven and earth, between the spiritual and the material world. Those who possess this sign have a natural predisposition to empathy, compassion, understanding of others. They are a bridge between hearts, a peacemaker, a healer of the soul. Genshin told the story of a man named Taro who worked as a nurse in a hospital. Taro had the gift of bringing comfort to patients, not only with medical care, but also with his presence, with his listening, with his ability to understand their pain. Patients felt understood, welcomed, reassured by his presence. Taro was a true guardian angel who brought relief and hope to those who suffered. Whoever carries the crescent moon on his hand, the master explained, can use his empathy to help others, to create authentic and profound relationships, to bring harmony to families and communities. He is called to be a messenger of peace, a bearer of light in a world often dominated by suffering and conflict. As a third change, remember that the crescent moon is a symbol of fertility, growth, renewal. Whoever owns it has a strong creative energy, a fertile imagination, and ability to give shape to their dreams. It can be expressed through art, music, writing, dance, or even simply through the way you live your life. Genshin told the story of a young artist named Hana, who had loved to draw since she was a child. Hana had the gift of seeing the world through different eyes, of seeing the beauty hidden in the simplest things. His drawings were full of vibrant colors, original shapes, intense emotions. His works of art brought joy and inspiration to those who admired them. He who carries the crescent moon on his hand, said the master, is called to express his creativity, to share his talents with the world. He can create beauty, bring innovation, inspire others with his originality. His life itself can become a work of art, a unique and unrepeatable masterpiece. The value of solitude or finding yourself in silence concerns the fourth fundamental change you will experience. Those who possess the sign of the crescent moon, Genshin continued, often feel the need for moments of solitude, of silence, of introspection. He does not fear solitude, but seeks it as an opportunity to connect with his soul, to listen to his inner voice, to find his own truth. Genshin told the story of a monk named Kenji, who had spent years in solitary meditation in a hut in the mountains. Kenji had learned to love silence, to find inner peace in the contemplation of nature. His solitude was not isolation, but a journey of self-discovery, a path of spiritual growth. Solitude, the master explained, is not an escape from the world, but a way to know oneself better, to strengthen one's spirit, to find one's mission in life. Whoever carries the crescent moon on his hand can find in solitude a source of inspiration, creativity, inner peace. The fifth point I want to talk to you about reminds us that life must be lived as a work of art, living with intention and authenticity, said the master. Whoever has the crescent moon on his hand is called to live his life with intention, with awareness, with authenticity. He is not satisfied with a banal life, but tries to give a deep meaning to every experience, to every encounter, to every day. Transform your life into a work of art, a unique and unrepeatable masterpiece. Genshin told the story of a woman named Yumiko who had dedicated her life to helping children in need. Yumiko had created a school in a small village where she taught children not only school subjects, but also the values of love, compassion, and respect. Her life was an example of dedication, altruism, and service to others. He who carries the crescent moon on his hand, said the master, is called to live a life full of meaning, to leave a positive mark on the world. You can do it through big gestures or small daily actions. The important thing is to act with love, with compassion, with the awareness of being part of something bigger. Master Genshin paused, letting his words resonate in the silence of the night. The moon was now shining high in the sky, and the paper lanterns were waving like fireflies among the branches of the cherry trees. The pilgrims, enraptured by the master's words, sat in silence, their hearts filled with hope and wonder. Genshin, smiling enigmatically, stood up. "I promised you a secret," he said, "a secret that will leave you breathless." He paused, building an atmosphere of suspense. The crescent, he finally revealed, is not just a sign of fate, but a door. A door that leads to another dimension, a parallel world where anything is possible. The pilgrims looked at each other in amazement. "A parallel world?" asked a young woman in a trembling voice. "Yes," Genshin confirmed. "Whoever possesses the crescent on their hand has the ability to travel between worlds, to access alternate realities, to experience infinity. But be careful," he added sternly, "this door can be dangerous. Only those who have reached a high level of spiritual awareness can cross it without risk." A shiver ran down the pilgrims' spines. The Master's revelation had opened up a universe of possibilities, but also of pitfalls. The crescent moon was not only a sign of an extraordinary destiny, but also a key to the unknown, an invitation to explore the mysteries of existence. Genshin dismissed them with a benevolent gesture. "The choice is yours," he said. "You can ignore the crescent's call and live an ordinary life, or you can accept the challenge, follow your destiny, and discover the truth that lies beyond the veil of reality." The pilgrims bowed in gratitude, their hearts filled with questions and expectations. The night was magical. The starry sky seemed to whisper promises of adventure and discovery. Each of them, with the crescent moon imprinted in the palm of their hand, felt ready to embark on an extraordinary journey, a journey of discovery of themselves and the secrets of the universe.